The following interview is fabricated. All names, places, and events are made up for a class assignment. Hi, Rachel. Welcome back.
Hello. Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm feeling okay today.
Feeling pretty good?
Yeah.
Looking pretty good.
Thanks.
So from our last meeting, you said that your doctor had told you that you had to lose weight for medical reasons. How's that going?
I don't know. I kind of have some reservations about it. I mean, I know I need to lose weight. I just don't know how to go about it so much. He's kind of suggested that maybe I should look into having surgery done that helped me lose weight, and I'm just not quite sure if that's something I want to do.
So what your doctor is suggesting doesn't quite sound like the right fit for you?
Right. I'm just kind of nervous about it, and I just kind of have some reservations, I guess you could say.
Okay. All right. You're not really comfortable with the idea of surgery.
Right.
Okay. Is that too extreme?
To me, yeah. I kind of feel like I feel like I can do it on my own if I have the right tools or the right resources. So I mean, I feel like maybe I should try to do it on my own, do it the right way before I have to look at surgical means.
Okay. So you want to go a more natural route on your own first.
Right. Right.
Okay. What has worked for you in the past?
In the past, I remember I used to see a dietitian, and I used to have to keep like a food diary, and I used to count calories and count how many calories I consumed and how many calories I burned. And that seemed to really help and work for me a lot. But that was, like 10 years ago.
Okay. And so you've had success in the past then?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And your doctor is saying that you need to return to healthier ways?
Yes.
Okay. It also sounds like you feel positive about this. You want to do it as well.
I do. I'm ready for a change.
Ready for a change. Well,
Yes.
that's always a good place to start.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Other than your doctor's suggestion, what has you feeling like you're ready for a change?
I'm just tired of feeling just tired and sluggish all the time. I feel like there's more that I could offer if I were to lose weight.
So you're feeling a little bit sluggish and like you might have more potential in you.
Right, right.
Okay. And in what ways do you feel like you have more to offer?
I guess you could say, like, I know there's more to life out there, and I just feel like I'm not living my full potential. And I feel like if I were to lose weight and feel better about myself, I could enjoy life to the fullest.
So enjoy life to the fullest, you said. That's a pretty broad spectrum.
Yeah, like, I don't really go out with my friends, and I typically just kind of just work and come back home. It's like I don't have a personal life. I don't feel good about myself.
Okay. So you had some pretty deep-seated intrinsic motivation to get this thing going.
Yes.
Okay. So if we were to throw some numbers in there on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it to you to make this change?
I would say maybe a 7.
A 7?
Yes.
Okay. So why a 7 and not a 5?
I think it's a 7 because I think about it constantly. Like I know I need to do something different, as opposed, I think, towards if it were just a 5, I just kind of would feel or think about it maybe just here and there, and not really think about, hey, do something different constantly.
Okay. So it's always on your mind then.
Yes, yes.
What reminds you about this?
Um, just when I put my clothes on in the morning, I wish I had a smaller size. Um, I guess when I walk, I feel like I wish I was. I just wish I was lighter. I guess just full of joy and happiness, and I'm not. And I feel like it's part of my weight that causes that.
So you're really doing this for yourself.
Right.
So thinking about your abilities and what you can do, how confident are you that you can work on this on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm probably about at a 9 because I know I've done it before,
Okay.
and I know I can do it again.
So looking at past success,
Yes.
and how successful were you? We had mentioned in passing about the nutritionist and the diet log.
I had lost about 30 or 40 pounds when I was doing that consistently, and I just kind of just fell off, and I'm just having a hard time getting back on that track that I was on.
That's pretty good success, like you
Yeah,
said.
yeah, it was really, it was really thrilling to know that it's something that I could do, like I achieved something that I've always
Mhm.
wanted to achieve. But of course, life happens and I just kind of fell off. And I'm just
Mhm.
having a hard time getting back on that same track.
So it can be difficult to get back into um, maybe a time-consuming habit,
Hmm.
and you've achieved it before, though. You've seen this success before.
Right, right, right,
It's always, it's nice to have that to draw on to
right,
keep moving forward.
right, right,
Well, great. So working off of that, you said you're a 7 in how important this is to you because it's on your mind every day. And you said that as a 9, you've had this past success, so you know that you are capable of it. And I can see that you're very driven towards it.
right.
How realistic is it that this is something that you could start right now?
It's very realistic. It would just be more, I guess you could say, I need to plan ahead as far as, grocery shopping the right way or um, exercising on a regular basis. I would need to plan ahead, and I have such a hard time doing that.
Okay. So it sounds like planning right now might be one of your barriers.
Right, it is.
Okay. Um, and however, your past success is due to your ability to plan.
Right, exactly, exactly. Um, you know, I've got a child now, and it's hard, and even though I have a babysitter, normally in the evenings where I could go out and walk or jog or whatever, it's just getting that motivation once, I've worked all day. I need to learn to get that motivation back to go ahead and, do the exercising or eat healthy or whatever instead of grabbing some kind of fast food takeout. I just need to, just do right. And,
Okay.
and normally, once I start a routine, I can keep up with it, but it's just starting that routine that's so very hard.
So you need to take that first step, but the first step is the most difficult part.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. And so you've said that you've seen a few costs right now of not maintaining a more active lifestyle. Of you said, eating at McDonald's, whatever is easy. What would be the benefits you'd see from changing?
I feel a lot better about myself. I'd be instilling healthy habits within myself and also within my child and my other family members. Um, I'd save money. That's always a plus. So, I mean, there's a lot of big benefits that would come from incorporating this healthy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. And finances and family are a big motivator for you.
Yes, it is. Yes.
And you said that you want to set a good example for your son.
Yes, I do. I do. I don't want, even though he's still young, I want to incorporate good habits very early on where he doesn't know the bad habits until much later down the road.
So you want to establish a good foundation.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay. Now, best case scenario moving forward, how would you see this working out for you and your son?
I can see it working very successfully because I feel like it's something I have to do in order to be a good parent to him and also to be a good person overall to myself.
So going back to, setting a good example, being a good parent, you feel like that's part of your responsibility is to be in good health.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
And I'm also hearing you say that it's your self-image and your self-worth, maybe.
Yes, that's right. Right, that's right. I feel like it's my duty.
Your duty. That's a
Yes.
really illustrative word.
Yes.
Okay. So we talked about the costs right now of staying where you are.
Mhm.
And, you said it's difficult, but the benefits of changing are pretty strong, pretty pertinent.
Yes, they are. They are.
Okay. And we've gone over a few different scales, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important this is to you, how able you believe you are to accomplish this change, and how realistic it is to fit it into your schedule. I can tell that you feel that this is something that you need to do.
Yes.
Um, so, can we elaborate on what this change looked like in the past and what it might look like in the future?
Um, in the past, it was wonderful. Um, I felt great. My health was great. Um, I didn't have the scares of having, diabetes, and then, I see the same thing for in the future. I feel that the benefits would still be great. I'd still feel joy and happiness and I feel full of life. So, I think the benefits of it would be in the future, I would feel 10 times greater because now I'm building a foundation for my child so he can see a healthy lifestyle.
Okay. Now, it seems like you've got all this momentum to move forward for this. What has kept you from making these changes in the past?
I guess just really sitting down and thinking about how to plan in order to go forward.
Okay.
Just making myself just stop and think about, what do I need to do to make this a reality? I just haven't just sat down and done that.
So the finding the time to plan is difficult.
It is. It is.
And your schedule's a little full right now.
It is, and I am a little scared of failure. You don't want to go into something thinking you might fail. So I am a little scared of failure.
And that makes complete sense. I mean, when you really take the reins on your life like this and make a big change, it's really rests on your shoulders as to how it turns out.
Yeah, I feel like it's all or nothing. Do it now or never, and
Now or
it's
never.
right.
And you said this is really the starting point for your relationship with your son then.
Yes, it is. It is.
So even though the planning is difficult and finding the time for that, the idea of failure can be scary. You still seem pretty motivated that this is something that you want to do.
Yeah, I just feel like that's part of being a good parent is, showing your children a healthy lifestyle. So yeah, I do agree with that.
Okay. Now, your doctor said that at this point, as a healthy lifestyle, you said to avoid the scare of diabetes, um, that he was even suggesting surgical intervention.
Right, right.
Um, what until this point, let me rephrase that, sorry. What indicates to you that this is the right time to start something? What I'm going to come back to that question. It's not quite forming right in my mind.
Okay.
All right. So let's talk about the conversation with your doctor.
Okay.
And what triggered you to think now is the time to make a change?
The doctor's been on me for quite some time now to, lose weight, lose weight, lose weight. And, as the years go by, I'm getting older.
Mm-hmm.
The tendency of, having diabetes, keeps increasing. And then, within the last, year, I ended up having a son. And now I feel like, you've got to do better than what you've been doing. So I just feel like, now's the time to go ahead and do that. And I just think that the doctor probably wants maybe for me to do something quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And so much time has passed on that I need to do something quick, to avoid, my joints. I guess what am I trying to say? From, having so much pressure of the weight as the years keep dwindling on. Like he wants me to try to save my joints to avoid, future surgeries or hip replacements or knee surgeries or whatever have you.
Mm-hmm.
And he feels like, since I'm young enough now that, I need to go ahead and start looking at making some serious decisions.
Okay. And for you, what do those serious decisions look like?
Either be serious about the healthy lifestyle and losing weight, or to check into maybe getting weight loss surgery.
Okay. And from the sound of it, you may have already made your decision to be more serious.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have.
And so what do you see? What would success look like in this situation?
Success would be getting a routine,
Mm-hmm.
as far as exercise goes, on a regular basis, no matter what. Eating healthy, eating at home on a regular basis, no matter what. And basically to just start losing weight as soon as possible in a healthy way.
Mm-hmm.
Without falling off the wagon.
Without falling off the wagon.
Yes.
And you said that you've lost weight before and then falling off the wagon. What was your barrier in the past?
In the past, I'm a stress eater. So once I get stressed, I tend to want to eat to make me feel better. And I need to learn ways to handle that stress in a different way as opposed to eating my feelings. And my hope would be that when I am stressed, I could go for a walk or go for a jog or whatever have you. So, I kind of think that I just need to learn how to handle that stress differently. And that would be the catalyst for me to begin this program.
Okay, so from what I can tell, you're very introspective. You know yourself very well.
Right.
And that's definitely a strength moving forward, knowing what you know and what you want to learn.
Right. Right. So I mean, I kind of know my triggers, and I think if I, like I said, channel that stress differently, then
Hmm.
I can make. I think my lifestyle would be better all in all. But I just need to start doing it.
So you can see this being an overall benefit from sun up to sundown.
Right. As far as mental health, physical health, emotional health. I mean, I think this could be the great motivator for all of those factors in my life.
And you mentioned that stress eating might be one of those obstacles that you have to overcome.
Yes. Yes.
What other obstacles do you see you might have to overcome?
Well, I kind of tend to be a cheapskate at times. So maybe me getting a gym membership might be something that I need to look into. Um, because I'm afraid that if I say, well, I'm going to walk around the block every evening, if it's cold outside, or if it's raining or a thunderstorm, then I'm more than likely I won't be doing that. But if I'm paying my money to a gym, I think that I would probably utilize the gym because I am paying my hard-earned money, if that makes sense.
So where you invest your money, you think you're going to invest your time.
Correct, correct. And there's never an excuse not to work out because I've paid my gym membership.
Okay. So it sounds like you're already planning ahead to um, avoid excuses.
Correct. And I mean, excuses has been a negative in the past. And I know that's something I need to stop. So if I can eliminate the excuses, I think I can be more successful.
So on the line of eliminating excuses, you mentioned that if the weather isn't conducive to being outside, you'd rather stay inside.
Yes, yes, yes.
And if you've paid your gym membership, you feel like you would go.
Right, because I've paid, because I've worked hard for that money, and you know I should go because it's something I'm paying for myself to make a lifestyle change. So it's only for the betterment of myself.
Mm-hmm. So, investing your money, investing your time, now you're investing in yourself.
Correct, correct.
That's a good way to go with this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so, what other excuses do you think you need to knock out of the way here?
I think another excuse would be, let's say I go to the gym. I'm eating healthy for 4 or 5 days in a row. Maybe on that sixth day, the babysitter couldn't come, or maybe I had homework I had to do that night. I think if I skip a night, then I need to get right back into the same routine. It's easy to fall off of your routine once you go multiple days without doing what you should be doing to incorporate a healthy lifestyle. So that would be something. Just because you miss a day doesn't mean that you know you can't get back into the same routine. You need to, because there's always going to be something that might hinder you from being into your routine. So therefore, I think I just need to learn to get back on the wagon, I guess you could say.
Okay. So, avoiding falling off the wagon and staying off the wagon.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, so that's always something smart to consider, because something that everybody does is they fall short of their own expectations sometimes, and it's
Right.
good to plan ahead knowing that you are human, but you've got a goal set
Yes.
and you are motivated to meet that goal.
Right. You're right.
And even if life happens, and it will, especially when you've got so many things going on, that you are in control of what's going to happen and where this is going to go. And I think that's very strong of you.
Right. Well, thank you.
So you sound pretty motivated. You sound pretty capable. Like you've got these skills in place. And the more that you talk about getting rid of your potential barriers, it sounds more and more realistic to me.
Yeah, I'm ready to put it into reality. Like I said, I just need to just sit down and just say I'm doing it and just go forward with it. And I haven't done that just yet. I
So,
think that is due to a little bit of fear.
so how do you normally tackle fear?
Normally I tackle fear by coming up coming up with a good game plan and then just doing it. And that's just basically it. I think I have a decent enough game plan. I just need to step out there and just do it.
So, if I'm understanding correctly, most of the fear is, finding the time to plan and finding the time to set it all up, but planning is your strength
Right. I am a planner by nature.
by nature. This is what what you fight
Yeah.
off the fear with.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
So at this point, you're kind of armed for the battle that you're going to face.
Yeah, I'm armed for it. I just need to go forward with it and just do it.
Okay. So I'm going to ask, maybe it sounds like a redundant question. What's really stopping you? What's the major hurdle in the way here?
It's just me. Basically, it's just me. I just need to go out there and just know I can be successful in just doing it.
And what would help you envision that success?
What would help me envision it? I guess just knowing that I've done it, like I said, just knowing that I've done it before and knowing that I can do it again. And it's kind of, I guess I kind of look at it as a challenge that I know I can conquer. I just need to get my mindset ready for it.
So you're trying to build up that mindset, look at that foundation moving forward.
Right. Just the mindset of, okay, we're doing this and we're going and let's go. And I'm right there. I'm just not there yet.
See, I can hear it. I can see with all that we've already discussed, you're saying, yes, this is something I want to do. Yes, this is something I can do. Yes, this is something I will do. But, and I'm wondering what needs to happen for that but to be easily kind of brushed away.
You know, I'm not really sure. I think it's just my own fear of failure. I'm afraid I'll fail at it, and then I'll be right back in the same boat as I am now. But at the same time, I won't be able to move forward until I try it. So it's just me. I just need to really just step out there, just knowing I can do it and just do it. But I kind of do hold back some.
So holding back has kept you where you are today. It's kept you with what you're doing day to day right now.
Right, and it keeps me unhappy, and that's not where I want to be. So it's either continue being unhappy or pulling the trigger and just doing it. So now I think I'm tired of being unhappy, and I'm just ready to just do it.
So you're tired of holding back.
Correct.
And you're going to get that success that you've had in the past.
Yes, that is my goal.
And
I mean, things are different now. It's not just me. I've got a family now that I have to be responsible for. I've got to show, healthy choices, and I just have to go forward. So it's just not me anymore, and I have to do it for my child now.
Mm-hmm. You've had all these major life changes, and this is the next one that you're going to tackle.
Exactly. So I just have to do it. I mean, there's no choice. There's no choice around it.
Okay. So, like you said, it doesn't sound like there's really a choice. It sounds like you're pretty committed to this.
I am. I am.
That's great. Well, if you want to brainstorm some ideas and think up some ways to start moving forward on this, I'd love to hear it when we meet next week and see how you're doing.
Okay. I think that sounds great.
All right. Well, good seeing you again, and I will see you this time next week.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. The previous video was fabricated. All names, places, and events were made up for a class recording.